Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about keyboards. I've got a couple keyboards to review. The first one is from Be Quiet, the light mount keyboard. Okay, we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to show you what it all is, and we're going to see if it fits the bill of being as quiet the way I want it to be quiet. We're going to see what it sounds like, and I'm going to give you my opinions as we go along and go over some of the features. I have had a lot of keyboards over my time. I've checked out and they don't measure up. All right, so I'm very, very particular on keyboards. So this one we're going to get out, we're going to see what it all comes with. We're going to test the sound and see if this one comes close or if it's going to meet the bill. I want a very, very quiet keyboard, and coming from a company called Be Quiet, I expect I'm going to get that. But let's find out. Here we go. Okay, so this is the first look at the keyboard. So you can see your key, unlock keys, everything else here. This I believe is a volume or maybe media. We'll have a look at that when we get it out. So light mount from Be Quiet. We're going to open it up, have a look at it, see what comes inside. And I believe it's going to be from the bottom. But before we open her up, some of the things I want to point out on the back of this is some of the things they talk about. So this is a premium German brand, which is the company Be Quiet. High performance PC components. All right. This particular keyboard has silent linear switches. All right. Now I'm going to show you this right here so you can have it if you ever need to look it up in the future. You can find it online, of course, as well. But starts off telling you dimensions, length, width, and height in millimeters. All right, so 132 by 461 by 44. Total weight, 910 grams. Switch type, so Be Quiet, silent mechanical switches. This switch socket, so it's a 5-pin Cherry MX form factor. Okay, backlit RGB, and it's aluminum, top plate, ABS bottom, PBT keycaps, key rollover, keycaps, stabilizer, all this kind of stuff. Polling rate, 1000, genuine cherry, chipped and tubed. Right, so that's kind of cool. Be Quiet double shot, BBT, and full NKRO via USB. So your connector is USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C, which is always nice. Interface is USB, onboard memory, MCU, so Cortex-M0, and software support, which is going to be pretty much, has Be Quiet software. Okay, that's new. And pretty much work with anything you've got. Has a palm rest, switch, keycap puller, USB Type-C cable, and of course the manual. That will all be inside here. Works with Windows 11, so Windows 11 certified. Let's get it out and have a look. Very simplistic packaging, which I like. All right, it's nicely wrapped. Opens on this end. So you're just gonna open that up and get it out. Let's have a look. All right, very cool. We'll go over all these different things. And yes, this is a volume button. You can turn it up and down. Oh, you can feel little clicks as you move each one. Your memory keys, and these are all RGB. We'll plug this in and light it up in a bit. We have USB-C here, and nothing on the ends. And we have feet on both sides. And a little rubber to make sure it's stabilized. And one of the things I want to find when I finally do this is the sound. That's right against my mic right now. You basically can't hear anything. This is going to be my first truly quiet keyboard. All right, it's going to do what I want to do. Finally, a keyboard that actually is quiet. And it even says silence is key. Yes, thank you. I used to do a little bit of gaming online, and people would complain because you could hear the keys more than you can hear the game. So that's now gone. That is going to be resolved, and I'm happy for that. It's got some real heft to it too. I like the weight. Yeah, it's really nice. So let's set this aside and see what else we got. So of course we have our manual. It's going to describe how all your lighting, everything like that in here works. All your different keys, everything that comes with it. So let's get this open. This is probably going to be a USB-C key cord rather. So what we got? We have a USB-C cord here. All right, you can see it in the inside. Let's dig that out. Very nice braided cable. USB-C to USB-A. So C to A. Which is very compatible with most things today. So that's probably why they do that. Now let's in this one, let's have a look. Let's get this one out. And this is going to be our keycap puller. Yeah. Let's get that out. Completely out. Our keycap puller. So put that over the keys if you need to take it off. And we'll demonstrate that in a little bit. And is that it? Let's have a look. No, there's something more in here. And this is going to be your wrist rest. Alright, so let's get that out. Very nice. You can feel it. It's like a memory foam. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, so let's get the keyboard, put that to it afterward, see how it all fits together. And that should be everything that's in the box. So that's it. Okay, so I've plugged in our cable USB-C to USB-A on my computer. It lights up. It's just, you can program it. Our keycap puller is here. Our manual, of course the box that comes in, and our little wrist rest. And it's very nice. It feels good, and it's magnetic. It goes on there magnetic. Very easy to put on, take off, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, so we're going to get into how it all works, how it is programmed, and we'll show you a little bit of that. Now, just to be clear, just so I use the right name, so this is referred to as the switch / keycap puller. The reason they call it that is, so switch, keycap, puller, and your keycap is the one on top, and the one underneath is the switch. Just to get that clear. So when you're taking out your keys, you want to use the wire one on the bottom to take off your keycap. Oh. All right. And then use this to take out your switch. So if you wanted to take it out, you just pull up on it, and you'll be good to go. And of course, putting it back on, very simple, just orient it the right way, line it up, and it'll just pop on down. Pops on down much easier than you'd think. You'd think you'd have to put a lot of force, but you really don't need to. Okay, so I'm going to put this link in the video description, so if you need it, you can look there. But basically, if you look up top here, it says bequiet.com/ and I chose English and software. That will bring you to their I/O Center for the download the I/O Center software. In this software, you're going to be able to control all your RGB lighting, everything like that. You want to look up any of their other products, water coolers, all that kind of good stuff. It's up here too. And there's some service tools, all kinds of really interesting stuff to help you out. Frequently asked questions, downloads, and yeah. So it's going to bring it up there, and you can start the download here. And for Chromium-based browsers, start the I/O Center web here. All right. Once you've got that downloaded and installed, it's pretty simple from there. So let's get to that point and show you how to use this. All right, everybody. So we're going to go, after you've downloaded your software, your I/O Center, double click it to open it up. Click on your illumination. All right. So you've got your screen here. You want to customize it. Go to your plus, pick your key, All right, so we're going to go the W key. You can go static, pick any color you want. You can do color wave on that same key if you wish. All right, you can have breathing. I'm not sure what reactive is, but anyway, matrix. All right, so pick whatever you want your key to be, and it will save it. You'll have to save it later. I think you can just save it as a profile. And in fact, it tells you everything you need to know up here. You can drag a box around the keys or click on them one by one. Okay, to add and remove LEDs from your current selection, you can use Shift or Control plus click or drag. All right, I'm going to try selecting a bunch of keys. So let's see what happens if I do that. There you go, look. I can pick all that, and I want to say I want those all to be red. All right, let's pick these keys. And I want them to be purple. All right. Now the reason that changed is I didn't select another group. All right, let's do this again. So if I select this group, I say I want it to be red. Now I have to go another selection. So these keys here, and let's make it static again and make them purple. All right, then again, you have to keep selecting the groups that you want. So if I want the W, I don't know if this will let me do it. Let's try it. WASD. So I'm holding down the control key. All right, and I'm going to do X as well. And I want all those colors to be, let's say, green. All right, so that's how easy it is to change everything. And just as easy to get rid of them, go over the profile, hit the delete key, and you can change them. So you can change every one of these keys. All right. Of course, then you have dynamic lighting, which describes how Microsoft's dynamic lighting provides Windows users with a unified LED control system for all supported devices. You can read the rest of it there, but basically it's going to work with Windows to help you make more choices. And you can go back to general if you want. You can have it on color wave. Choices are endless. And actually, looking at the keyboard, it looks pretty sweet in orange, right? Which is, of course, dynamic, which is Be Quiet's default color scheme, which is the orange. Sorry, I can't speak today. Key bindings, you can set up different ones. You can set up macros, your FN layers, so all your function keys, and of course, product settings. So when you're running a game, you can have all these on by default. Alt-Tab, so Alt-F4. Some people try and trick you, say, oh, use Alt-F4. That'll fix something that's going wrong in the game. No, it will, because it'll kick you out of the game. Okay, don't fall for that. Windows, disable Windows key, disable Shift-Tab. Now, you may or may not want that one, depending on what game you're playing. So just keep all this in mind. These are the things that you can do. Your illumination, your key bindings, and of course your product settings. And of course back to your home screen to get to everything. All right, that's in a nutshell all the different keys and what you can do with them. And other than the fact that they're super quiet, that's pretty good. Down in the bottom left, you can have notifications. You can set up your profiles, and you can have more settings. Say your language that you speak, whether it be English, French, whatever. You can reset everything if you don't like, if you did something. You want to check for a software version. If there's any updates, you can check here. You can export your logs. You can do a tutorial to walk you through all this stuff. You don't need me showing you this. This will help you. All right, keep that in mind. So that was just down the bottom down here. All right, things that are good to know. All right. Okay, so something else I just wanted to mention is your media key. So when you push that button, you'll see down here the volume set. You can change it. I usually like to keep it at about 80. And if I'm doing something I don't want that to be playing, whatever the reason be, push it again and it mutes it. See, it's muted. So that will help you control it from your keyboard, your volume. All right, which is kind of a nice thing to do sometimes. Sometimes things are just too loud. You need a quick way to either mute it and turn it down, all that kind of good stuff. So I just wanted to add that on there as well, just in case anybody missed it. All right, everybody, so that's the video. Hope I walked you through that enough. If you want to see something specific on how to do the keys, how to save anything at all, or if you just have a question, ask me the question, I'll get back to you in the comments, and I'll help you out. All right, I like this enough. It's now my new keyboard. It's super quiet. I can now play a game without the keys. If I'm recording it, that's going to distract people, and that click, click, click is going to drive them crazy, including me. That's now gone. All right, illuminate every key to whatever you want. Have your macro set up however you want. Your mute button, so push it, turns it on, push it, turns it off, adjust your volume, all that kind of good stuff. Everything you need to do for a keyboard is on this. Only one thing it's missing that I like to have is the little extra USB that they give you. But sometimes it takes a little bit more power, and maybe that's just a limitation of the keyboard, I'm not sure. Some of them, there's not a lot of keyboards that give you that, but it's just that one extra nice feature that sometimes is included. I love this keyboard, to be quite honest with you. They sent it to me to do the review. Yeah, it's now my new keyboard. I'll be using this for quite some time. They do have another one that I'll be reviewing very soon, called the Dark Mount. So stay tuned for that, and I'll show you the differences between this one and the other one. All right. If you're new here, think about subscribing. Hit that like if you liked the video, or leave me a comment, tell me what you didn't like or what you'd like to see different. And of course, thanks for watching. Hit that bell for notifications so you can see videos as they come up in the future. I'm doing a couple a month now. I've kind of slowed down a little bit just because life has gotten in the way a bit. Yeah, thanks for watching. As always, appreciate your support. And for the one member that sticks by me through thin and thin, if you want to have your name shouted out, I will certainly do that for you. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you just for being a member and trusting in me. All right, I appreciate it. All right, everybody have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.